What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or night, depending on what. I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about the news, to talk more about what happened today in regards to the bills and what we could look forward to for tomorrow. But yeah, before we jump into it, let's jump into it real quick here. What's up to everyone over here on YouTube? What's up to everyone over here on TikTok? We will jump into it. Tony Punch, good to see you. Toolbox, Trey, good to see you. Watchman's in the house here. We got Guy, Armin, Kai. What's up, Kai? Good to see you guys. BP, Polar, Evan, Jarvis, Crab Gravy, good to see you, dude. Crypto Keeper, Joel. Yeah, Travis, good to see you. Derek, A-Team, been a minute. Hello, everyone. Just can't say crypto space is boring. That's for damn sure. It's been a little fun. Yeah, the House. Yeah, we could definitely. The hardliners want the stablecoin legislation to be packaged with the market structure. Yeah, I saw there's a lot of discussions in regards to this whole, basically in regards to the whole bill itself here. They come out here say that Congress fumbles this whole thing, and what went wrong with it. And I think there's a lot to discuss with it. Sounds like Trump actually came out here and posted on his Truth Social account, basically saying, "Hey, you know what? We got the 13 Republicans." That voted no on this. Sounds like they got a bunch of them together. And I think 11 of them have come together to vote yes on this tomorrow. There will be no resolution today on it, but tomorrow it sounds like that's probably going to be the day for it. So things should be looking pretty good tomorrow for this, a lot better than it did today. So I think a lot of us were kind of anticipating it was going to pass today. And unfortunately, it just did not happen. So let's actually jump into a little bit today. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. I just got back from soccer with the girls. You can see I definitely got a little burn today out there sitting in the sun. Well, at least over here on TikTok, you can see I got burned like none other, dude. But all right, let's jump into it here. You can see the cryptocurrency market still at a 3.72 trillion, up about 0.43%, meaning that this market is super flat. Ups and downs, but mostly flat. And if you guys don't remember, probably about 4 days ago, we had a pretty flat 2-3 days, and we had a nice little build up to a nice rally. So is that something that we're probably preparing for? Potentially, yeah, potentially that's something we could be preparing for here. You can still see that XRP is still in the same price we were at this morning, 289. Bitcoin at 117. The good thing here is Ethereum's actually climbed up nicely, back up 5%, right at the 3.1 or $3,119. Dogecoin did decent today, up about 2.5%. Our babies, XLM, down just a little bit, 2.39% down. Hedera down about 1.5%. So cryptocurrency market, like I said, very, very flat. A lot of it has to do with, you can see right now, the futures coming out here. The Dow is down, about 59 points today for the futures. S&P is only about 7.5 points, and then NASDAQ's only 27. So very flat from just the futures, the stock market futures that are coming out tomorrow. So what does that have to do with this? Do stock futures slip as investors await more bank earnings and inflation data? As you guys know, we have more coming out here tomorrow. Today actually wasn't that bad of a deal. I mean, in all reality, CPI data came out today, and I think a lot of us expected that. I don't think that we kind of were anticipating, I guess I should say. And I think for the most part, it actually didn't turn out to be as bad as I think people thought. It said right here, June's consumer inflation report weighs on the market Tuesday with the headline figures showing a 0.3 increase on the month and 12-month rate of a 2.7 in line with the Dow Jones consensus. So tomorrow could even be, or today would be, it's not even that bad. And then it says right here that our sense is the Federal Reserves will continue to display patience in the direction of inflation evolves, meaning that most likely they're not going to cut rates. That's the only downside to it all. Going back to the Congress here, right? I'm in the Oval Office with 11 of the 12 Congress people necessary to pass the Genesis Act. After a short discussion, they have all agreed to vote tomorrow morning in favor of the rule. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, was at the meeting via telephone and looks forward to taking the vote as early as possible. I want to thank the congressmen and women for the quick and positive response. Make America great. But the big question is why did they not vote for this? Why did they turn this down? That's probably the biggest question. And there's actually more speculation out there as to why they did this than most. So it'll be very interesting to sort of see. I mean, number one, it's like what Guy said earlier. There was another one up here. Said the House GOP hardliners wanted the stablecoin legislation to be packaged with the market structure bill and a third measure that would ban the CBDCs. And the CBDCs is probably the biggest one. As you guys know, that's probably what even here, what went wrong. It's the Genesis Act and the CBDC bill, what went wrong with it. And that's probably the biggest one here is you can see right now that the Republicans who voted against the bill could have constructed to secretly allow. They didn't want anything to secretly allowed inside the bill that would introduce CBDCs to the Federal Reserve. And so, in all reality, basically they were saying, hey, we want to like make sure that we're double checking that this actually doesn't happen. And that's really what it came down to. It said the interpretation of the Genesis Act is linked to the CBDC debate, and that's kind of what it was. So again, I don't believe in CBDCs. I think CBDCs would be horrible. Again, I mean, imagine getting the Federal Reserves becoming, having control of the CBDCs. That'd be horrible, absolutely horrible. Sounds like they're trying to process the fire Powell. Speaking of that, dude, you had Anna Paulina Luna, who is obviously a congresswoman, and she basically confirmed. Someone wrote, "Happening now. Fed Chair Powell firing is imminent," according to Congresswoman, the real Anna Paulina. And she came back and said confirmed. Whether this is true or not, I don't know, dude. And it does say, I mean, Grok did come out here and said, hey, Grok, how would you be able to do this? It says the president can remove the Fed chair for cause under the Federal Reserve Act, though it's untested and can face legal challenges. Recent reports suggest Trump may cite the Fed's $2.5 billion headquarter renovation as misconduct grounds in amid probes by advisors like Hassett. This risks market instability if pursued. So it's on the table. I mean, this could happen, right? And they could somehow force his hand. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's coming. We'll have to sort of see how this plays out. But I mean, yeah, Fed Chair Jerome Powell could be on his way out. That's like all over the tabloids. I literally filled up my entire feed when I first clicked on X today, and I was like, "Geez, man, we're really in for it today." What's up, babe? What's up, Moist Mike? Good to see you, buddy. We got Kokor. We got Kokor. We got guys now. We got Big B. What's up, Big B? Evan, good to see you, dude. Reserve currency, XRP, futures ETF set to go live on the 18th unless something derails that. Hopefully nothing derails it. Jarvis, yeah. Dave's dog Zoe. Appreciate you being here, man. Eric Bev, what's up, bud? Chipper, what's up, dude? Cameron, what's up? Another late night stream. Yeah, they didn't pass Genesis Act because they added an amendment wanting to mandate the release of the Epstein files without any amendments for no CBDCs. It was not a clean and separate bill. That's kind of weird, dude. Man, I don't even need to get into the Epstein files. That's another talk about something that's filling up my timeline on X. Is the Epstein files? Gosh, dude, everyone's just talking about the Epstein thing. I'm like, dude, I like literally say not interested, just because we're talking crypto here, but even people that are in crypto, everyone's voicing their concerns with it. It's kind of crazy. Monty Z, what's up, man? Monty, what's up, bud? That guy needs to go, Austin. He's been messing with people's lives long enough. It kind of feels that way, Lionheart. I mean, we've been living in inflation for quite some time now. Thanks so much for the gifter badge over here. Z-Back, yeah, you guys are all over Z-Back, man. Either now or early 2016, either way, he's gone. True, yeah. I mean, his term ends in 2026. So, hey, Austin, hope everyone's doing well. You too, bud. Chad, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well because it's infuriating. It is infuriating. I'll give you that. It's just like, it just takes up the whole timeline. Life savings and stonks, dude. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Dang. What 3 dates coming up matter most to XRP in your opinion? I mean, I don't know the exact dates of when these are going to happen because every time we put out a date, they don't seem to happen. But obviously, some confirmation and the actual closing of the case and settlement with the SEC. I mean, that's probably number one for me. I mean, to actually I mean, I know all the words have been out there, and we don't know the dates, right? We don't know exactly when it's going to happen. But the biggest one is, I mean, one of the bigger ones. I don't know if it's the biggest one. I think the ETF is probably the biggest. And we don't know the date exactly on that either. But the ETF's definitely probably the biggest one out there for me personally. I think a spot ETF with an XRP would be insane. That's number one. Number two, I would definitely like to see the case closed officially with the SEC. Like that would be great. I mean, we've been battling that for so long, and just to officially say that that's over, like 100%, that'd be phenomenal, right? And then honestly, I think looking back to XRP, I think a Ripple IPO. I know those aren't necessarily days; those are probably just events. But those are probably the biggest for XRP, dude. And I think if those hit, dude, it's game on. It's game on for sure. It'd be wild if Powell is out. That would be crazy. I don't know what the markets would do, dude. You want kind of a sell off in the market? That probably would create a little bit of a sell off, right? Not necessarily because people are. It's probably more of a political game of why the markets would go downward, be more political than anything. Yeah, I saw that. Tried to sneak a provision in there. Hopefully August, the SEC case will be over and done with. That's kind of what you're hoping for. They throw out these dates, but yeah, that's a big one right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are the big ones right there. Austin, for my research, it actually looks like Litecoin might be in front of line of the. Yeah, Litecoin's up there for sure. I think Litecoin. I mean, Solana is definitely up there. XRP is probably up there. There's a lot. But yeah, Austin, I think we can agree if Trump never did tariff, Powell would have cut by now. But on the flip side, it is now time to cut. GTI, yeah. I mean, we don't really know the impacts of tariffs, right? I mean, even right now with inflation, still inflation's within target, right? 2.7%. I mean, this time last year we were in the fives. So, or this time, back during the bull run last year, we were in the fives. So, I mean, like, even with this major tariff discussions, like, we haven't seen the impact of it. So I'm really I don't think a lot of us are even concerned about the tariffs anymore. You can see the tariff war doesn't even scare the market. I mean, he's talking about coming out and putting all this tariffs on Mexico and putting the tariffs on, the European Union and stuff like that. And it barely, I mean, it was like a fart in the wind with the pricing today. There was nothing happened. The full impact of Trump's tariff won't be felt for a month or so. And if rates are cut now, yeah, and the rates don't go into effect till August. So, I mean, like, we probably won't even see, I mean, it'll probably take months for us to see the effects of it anyways. And I guess most of them aren't coming until August 1st. So August 1st is going to be an interesting day. It's going to be an interesting day for August 1st. Talk about a date. A date is going to be August 1st. Yo, what it got going on to play? You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, Dreams? Good to see you, buddy. $1,000 in Sol and Sui. That's not bad. I think anything top 25 is good. If Powell resigns, market, especially crypto, will start pumping. Probably. All F and in. Yeah. I think crypto will definitely do it. The boomer baller, do you dislike crypto? Oh. Is the boomer. Sorry, I missed what I was saying over here. I might have missed what he said, dude. It's the taco trade. Trump always chickens out. Gas this summer is not bad, though. Gas actually isn't that bad. I'm a member now, but don't have access to Discord. Yeah, just go, Irish Mike, just go into the Discord, dude. Connect your YouTube. Then make sure you follow the rules. Click on that you're following the rules by hitting the check mark, and then click on the little emojis, and you'll be good to go. So you can see right here, obviously CBDC is a big thing here. Powell potentially getting canned is another big one out here. You can see right here, Kraken launches the Kraken derivatives in the U.S., letting clients trade CME crypto futures alongside spot market in the unified regulated. This is great. I mean, unfortunately, I can't use Kraken for any of this, but if anyone can use Kraken, realize you could actually do some spot trading in there now. So and you could use derivatives. I mean, that's pretty cool. Get into the derivative side. Crypto week delay today. Yeah, definitely delay today. Austin, where's none of your business shades? Those only come out once in a blue moon, dude. That only comes out once in a blue moon, Jarvis. Not a lot of people see that side of me. They need to cut the taco crap out of the media. They're going to push him into actually do it for one of these days. Probably true. Like, oh, you're going to say, okay, fine. You want me to do it? I'll do it. Are we having altcoin run this year? Yeah, probably. I mean, I think we're already running. We're already running, dude. One good thing here, Strategy now holds 3% of all Bitcoin circulation. This is wild. This is actually a crazy stat. To see this right here, now holds 3% of Bitcoin circulation. And dude, there's some Vanguard came out and said that they're now hold a majority of MicroStrategy or Strategy itself. So by them investing in Strategy, they're technically investing in Bitcoin. It's just a big cluster, dude. It's kind of genius. Sold all my crypto and moved into pump. Trent, stop. No, you didn't. There's no way, dude. What global if info will affect XRP? I mean, there's a lot. Negatively or positively? Imagine if August 1st was on a Tuesday. That would have been a great market for a taco spot. That would be actually pretty funny. It actually may temporarily pump. Yeah. Trump threatened tariffs and sanctions for Russia 3 or 4 times and never imposed them. Yes, definitely. It's always been a tactic, dude. We got Chad coming in here with the $20 bomb, dude. Thank you, Austin, for all your expertise and knowledge. I've learned a lot from watching your channel. I appreciate all you do. And also thank you to the A-Team. I've learned a lot from you as well, dude. Chad, thanks so much, man, for the $20 super chat. That is freaking amazing. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, just appreciate you guys showing up, dude. Honestly, we're all one big family. We show up every day to talk about crypto, talk about the news, talk about what's going on, help pass the day along, and just try to make good plays. That's really all it comes down to here. Yeah, positively. Yeah, and just try to create positivity in a space that's full of negativity. That's really all it's about. The space is tough to get through, man. And so if you can surround yourself with good people, and a lot of people here on the A-Team are great people, it makes it actually easy. So smash that like button. Big B, where's the A-Team? What's up, man? We're the A-Team. We're the A-Team. Yeah, like and subscribe. What's up, Too Fast to Handle? Good to see you, buddy. I remember when they got the 1% market, I thought that was something. Oh, when they got to 1% of the market? Yeah, that's crazy, right? Now they have 3%. That's pretty wild. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thanks so much for a super chat, bud. Trump, my dog, sick. Trump's fault. Llama drama. Everything's Trump's fault. We'll just all blame. We'll just blame Trump for everything, right? That's the easiest way to get over. It's the easiest way to get past whatever feeling you got. Just blame Trump. I mean, yeah, that's pretty funny. This is interesting right here. This is almost as far as like the M2 global. So it says global fund managers are rushing into equities at a record pace. This map right here just gives you a good idea of where we're at in the market right now when it comes to equities. And what's crazy is you look at the peaks of where these were in 2020, 2022, 2016, 2012. So all these like little spikes, and obviously April 2020 was the pandemic. So there was a spike before the fallout. Then we peaked back up in 2020, 2021 into 2022. But the equities market's big. It says this market, it says fund managers' cash allocation has dropped to 3.9%, the second lowest in 12 years, according to the B of A survey of 175 participants with over $434 billion in assets. This marks the third consecutive monthly decline since the 4.8 monthly record in April, which was right up here. This is the 4.8, which is right at the top of this. It says, meanwhile, the risk level in investment portfolios reached its highest level on record dating back to 2001. This comes as managers' allocation to technology stocks saw its largest 3-month increase since 2009. Basically, what it's saying is bullish investor sentiment has rarely been stronger, meaning that we're at the bottom of this, guys, and we're eventually going to peak out. And when we peak out, what does that mean for the markets? That means that we're going to have some massive levels of people allocating cash into equities, into funds, into whatever. I mean, it's at its all-time low right now. Or sorry, it's at a 12-year low. So that money's on the sidelines, dude, just waiting to be put into equities. We'd be waiting to put into whatever. I mean, and it's kind of crazy when you think about that. And we'll eventually peak out. Like you see, every time we've had bull runs, every time we've had runs, we peaked out on these things before we had sell-offs. And so, we talk about the M2 global supply and following that. But I mean, the other thing you got to follow is the equities market. Never heard. Let's see. My buddy created a tokenization launchpad platform called Collateralize. Oh shit! All right. Kudos to him. Got a small medium bag of ZBCN. I played Trump for MAGA. You guys are crazy, dude. What's the best chart to see the longs and the shorts? Oh, just go to so if you want to, just go to where it says it's CoinGlass and then go to liquidation data. So go to coinglass.com/liquidation data. Or you just go right up here to liquidation and you go to liquidation map right here. And then this actually tells you you can actually pick by exchange. So this is Binance. And so you can do Binance, Gate, Bybit, H6. So it has all the things that you want on here. And then you could choose, or you could go down here and you could choose Bitcoin exchange liquidation. This is all the exchanges. And then you could choose which one you want, right? So you can choose your exchange here and it's only going to show you Bitcoin. Or you can go here and it can actually show you anyone you want. And it's actually all the exchanges combined. So this is a really good chart for liquidations for whether you want to know what the liquidations are. But I mean, yeah, if you go back to the liquidation map on this, you can actually see when where we're at in terms of longs and shorts. And we're actually evening out right now. You can see more longs have been wrecked in 24 hours than shorts. Over the last hour, more longs have been wrecked than shorts, even the last 4 hours. So Where we're starting to even out right here is on the 12-hour marker. We're actually at 101 to 113. So this will get smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually it will flip. Something to watch for, because these are actually good little trends too to watch, because when this starts to flip, that obviously is an indicator of the market as well. All of that class of people that runs the world protect each other. That's true. Austin snoozing. Andrew snoozing. Yeah, he probably is snoozing. I'm snoozing, dude. I'm tired today, bro. I'm tired today. I might not be on here very long. I'll be honest with you. BTC is saying not available in my area. Canada, I guess Levi uses a VPN to bypass it. Oh, really? I thought it was non-VPN. That's crazy. I guess maybe you have to use a VPN. I don't know. That sucks, though. I'm awake. Sold my H-bar for XCN. I might be kicking myself in the ass later. Trust it. You'll see what happens. Dave really effed his reputation by being a unique a-hole in here. That's actually pretty funny, Big B. I'm in TikTok. He is. Andrew's over here. Yeah, that's right, dude. Andrew's over here. He's modding my Discord chat, dude. He's holding it down on my Discord. He's my main moderator. Gotta appreciate him for that. What's tomorrow's the day for? Tomorrow's the day that the crypto legislation passes. The Trump came out and made the announcement today. He said right here, I'm in the Oval Office with 11 of the 12 congressmen and women to pass the Genesis Act. And after a short discussion, they have all agreed to vote tomorrow. So this will probably pass along with the other ones, which then will go to the Senate. This one's already passed. So once this passes the House, it'll go to Trump, the Genius Act. Keep saying the Genius Act will pass. That'll go to Trump's desk. And then we have the other ones that will go to the Senate. My bride and I disappeared up in the country. No cell phones, no TV, no distraction, no news. I'm refreshed. You should do that too, bud. That's probably not a bad idea. I usually do that when I go to soccer. When I go to watch the girls' soccer every day. So that's why usually you don't see me in Discord. I don't stream. I don't do anything. I literally put my phone away. I don't really do a whole lot during soccer. So for like 2.5 hours, I pretty much just watch soccer, dude. I'll just sit there and just watch them play. I don't even play with my phone. There's nothing, dude. Just watching soccer. So every day I go out and touch grass and spend about 2.5 hours away from everything. So it's kind of a good feeling. Guys, I literally like reading lists. What about you guys? What? Like anything else, we will see what happens. True, we will see what happens. I'm in Canada and I have EP. Okay, so yeah, right there. ETN is in Canada and has BTC no VPN. So there you go. I mean, yeah, I guess you don't need it. I think we'll pump the Genius Act. Yeah, I think if the Genius Act passes, yeah, we'll definitely. If it advances, it's going to be good. Hey, Austin, are the charts still showing XRP might pull back to 270? I mean, yeah. I was looking at it before I got on stream here. We're having a slight little pullback right now. I hope it doesn't. Like I said, I hope it doesn't. I mean, right now you're seeing that the 1 hour has it's working its way down. The 4 hour is already at the bottom here. And you can see even here on the MACD right here that we're actually still coming down pretty nicely. The 12 hour, this is what's great about it, dude. We're actually getting close. So we might not actually see 278. I mean, we could still see that depending on how things go tomorrow. But right now, everything's kind of like lining up perfectly. Even the day chart's still trying to come down. We have the new day chart actually just started 3 hours ago. So we have 2 days now in the red. So this actually might trigger us to come down just slightly. You can see the volume right here in the days are starting to come down. We have it's less and less. You can see, let me get your comment out of the way here. You can see right here that, the volume's definitely coming down. See that? The volume's definitely coming down on the day chart. But the 4 hour is looking pretty good. I mean, we're still coming down on the 4 hour. For the MACD, we're at the bottom for the relative strength index. And you can see I'm using this Lux Algo forecasting for the MACD, and you can see it's pretty flat. I mean, on the 4 hour, it's flat. The 1 hour is showing it to be pretty flat as well. I mean, you're coming up and down across this. You can see there's a big area of support right here at 290. Look at this line right here, right around this 290, right around 292. There's a major level of support right here that we keep bouncing off of, which is actually really good. That's actually really good that we're building there versus down here at the 278. So, yeah, there's some things showing that we're coming down. We're going to be bouncing around here. I don't know how far we're going to go down. I think the only thing that's going to trigger this to come down is if something negative happens in the markets. But I think we're going to probably stay flat. and then we'll probably break out of it. Like I said, something like we saw here, where we were pretty much flat across the board, you know, kind of flat. We went flat, 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 and then came out. Same with here, right? We went a little flat and then bounced up. So let's actually go to the 1 hour here. It gives you a better idea. Here's a good example of how we went flat. We went flat across the board here, right? Didn't really change a whole lot between roughly, we're talking 5%, right? 5% up and down. I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now, right? 5%, dude, right at 5.24 for the peak to the low. And then anywhere in between here, we're doing little 3% returns, which is exactly what happened here. So we did this for about, let's pull a measurement on that. Where's my little measurement tool here? There it is. Let's do a date range. So let's just say we started here and it came to here. So that was about 1 day, 12 hours. So let's move it over here now. We are about 1 day. If we do 1 day, 12 hours, that puts us out by Wednesday at 6 a.m. tomorrow. We should have, we should start to see maybe some growth out of this if all goes well. So yeah, I mean, somewhere give or take, somewhere in that ballpark. But I mean, yeah, that's where we're pushing out to. And you can see this is where it's starting to climb out, even on this little pivot chart. So I don't know if we're going to eventually, I don't know if we're exactly going to get down there. I mean, we could, like I said, with some negative news. You should always have that in the back of your mind. But I mean, things are looking more bullish than they are bearish at this moment. So the hour is definitely going to probably come down and reset. This will probably keep the 4 hour at the bottom on the RSI right here. You can see the RSI is at the bottom right here on the 4 hour. The 12 hours working its way down. It's almost there, dude. If that resets, that's going to set us up nicely for a bounce back. It'll set us up really nicely for a bounce back. The 1 day doesn't actually need to come back down fully to be able to take the next leg up. Because as you can see right here, we didn't have that over here, right? I mean, you can come look through all this. Even this pump right here, this thing came down. Boom, look at that, came down, and then we pumped back up. It never even fully reset. So I'm hoping that we do something like that where we just come down slightly, maybe hit the 50 marker, come back up. So we can take the next leg up. That's kind of what I'm hoping for on XRP. I haven't seen Twiz in Discord lately. Yeah, I think he's been I think he's traveling. So, well, Austin, I'm going to listen to you. If I hear the news release that he resigns, I'm going to look for a 2% rise. Yeah, dude, if he resigns, it's game on, bro. I think the markets will actually do decent. I think crypto will. I don't know about the stock markets. The SEC set us back into crypto. Yeah. Thoughts on the Clarity Act? Yeah, well, hopefully we get past tomorrow. Yeah, appreciate you, Andrew. Thanks for always answering. Saying you should probably like copy and paste those. When it takes from December for Bryce is 4+. Probably that's probably not a bad one. On the heat map, XRP looks like it's aiming for 272, and it very well could, right? The heat map. He's talking about the liquidation heat map. Go up here to the liquidation heat map. There's a liquidation heat map here, and you can see where liquidations are. And this is actually Bitcoin. And I think you could actually go. Oh, where is my XRP? I don't even see my XRP. But yeah, on the heat map, you can see there's definitely I mean, it's really small, dude. I mean, yeah, you can see it's good enough. This definitely could fall. But I'm not even sweating the heat map, dude, to be honest with you. Okay, found my Ontario, Canada isn't allowed. Oh, it's not BCC due to Ontario securities. Oh, wow, I did not know that. That's crazy. I drink a gallon of water a day. Gosh, dang. Up 119% on Pengu. Gosh, dang, bro. Selmo, what's up, buddy? Yes, PPI is scheduled for tomorrow. Yep. Austin, since I know where XRP is going, I went ahead and added some more earlier today. Okay, feeling good. All right, Phil. Hell yeah, dude. Unconfirmed hanging, man, on XRP, weekly bearish. How much do you think it will be after tomorrow? That's hard to say. Yeah, it could drop just a little bit. We'll see. Oh, the heat map just shows you where the liquidation leverages are. So it shows you where, like, you can see right here where liquid and then the super chart. So basically what you're seeing here is where there's like a gap in volume. And then you can see where we filled. So if you come down here, we're going to fill up these things and they have to get filled again. So this area is actually, I mean, like, this is a very, oops, sorry, let me get the comment out of the way here. This is like a very volatile area right here. Basically, that's what we're saying. Between 118 and where we're at right now is a very, very volatile area. A lot of people up here definitely over leveraged, that's for sure. Or they're, they purchased and they're sitting up here. Yeah, kind of scary, right? Right here too. What's up, Moto? So Mo. It's good to see you guys in here. Do you think crypto to have ETFs have the same bear crash as those that don't? That's a good question, dude. I think these ETFs are just so new. It's so hard to say, dude. But all right, dude, I'm gonna hop off, guys. I'm dragging tonight, dude. I am so dragging. My energy is completely gone, dude. I am like, I'm so dragging, dude. I stayed out into the sun way too long today. Oh my gosh, yeah, soccer made me exhausted. Liquidating leverages pushes the momentum. I think a lot of late longs on XRP are about to get spanked. They probably are. How did CBDC get into this bill? I think people proposed it. Why is H bar always a lagging indicator? True. It always feels like that, right? H bar is always. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go sleep, dude. I know it's what is it, 8 o'clock here? I'm gonna go to bed, dude. We got a busy day tomorrow. We got a lot of things coming out here tomorrow, and I'll be back on live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be back here live and kicking it with you guys. So actually, tomorrow's Wednesday. Shoot. I'll try. So we'll see if I'm coming on. I'll try to be on here tomorrow. So, but I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you guys so much for coming and kicking with me on this short stream. Markets are kind of flat, dude. We're going to continue to be flat. Like I said, we could come down. We could have a little bit of a pull down through the night. We'll see. We have definitely the relative strength index on a lot of these are trying to reset themselves. XRP is definitely on track to reset. So I'm okay with that. But with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night and or day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and hope you guys have a fantastic one. Love you guys a ton. Thank you so much for being here. Peace out, everyone. TikTok.